School violence is a growing concern in the United States. In the past 46 weeks, there have been 45 school shootings. Pleasantville, New Jersey, Santa Clarita, California, Baltimore, Maryland, Langston, Oklahoma, the list goes on. Kids are afraid to go to school, and because of this, schools should offer more behavioral assessments and resources to ensure that students and teachers feel safe. Why do you think school shootings in the United States are so common?
Because we have a severe lack of gun control in this country, and the people in charge aren't doing anything to stop it, and people aren't really understanding the consequences of their actions.
How do you think school violence can be decreased?
I think that this violence can be decreased by number one, having more resources in the classroom as well as the school, and number two, for teachers to do more research so they know how to help the student and know what to look out for.
A number of factors play a role in why acts of violence happen in schools, but it is clear that most of these acts are from people who have dealt with past social or psychological stress. The American Journal of Public Health states that reports suggest that up to 60% of perpetrators of mass shootings in the United States since 1970 have displayed symptoms including acute paranoia, delusions, and depression before committing their crimes. Because of that, it is important that schools provide more mental health resources. The American Journal of Psychiatry says many estimates show that even though mental illnesses affect so many kids aged 6 to 17, at least one half of them, or at least 80% of them, do not receive the mental health care that they need. How does the increased amount of school shootings on the media make you feel?
It makes me sad. I mean, it's really disheartening that people are scared to go to school, and it's really disheartening that schools are places where children can get hurt, because I think that schools should be one of the main places that kids feel safe. And so I think it's really sad that people are taking advantage of that and hurting kids in a place that is supposed to be a place for learning and productivity and growth. And so I think out of all of my emotions, it's just sad.
It is also important that educators better enforce anti-bullying policies. Curriculum Review argues that in a 2014 report by the CDC, 28% of U.S. students in grades 6 through 12 admitted that they had experienced bullying, and 20% of U.S. students in grades 9 through 12 have experienced bullying. It is important to note that mental illnesses are not the cause of gun violence. AFT Union of Professionals states several studies have identified a history of childhood abuse, substance abuse, and male gender as predictive risk factors for serious violence. Many factors affect the increased shootings and violence. I do believe that parents should not have open access in their house to weapons. But factors like mental illnesses and bullying sometimes go unnoticed or uncared for in a school setting, and that will lead to further harm. How does the increased amount of school shootings on the media make you feel?
It makes me feel very sad. It's kind of scary because I have a little brother who's still in school, so I just worry for him and his safety.
So how can we end this public health crisis and stop school violence? 1. We can provide social and psychological resources in schools. 2. We can look for signs of instability in students. 3. It is important that we do not stigmatize mental illness or blame them for these acts. 4. We can enforce anti-bullying rules in schools. And 5. Openly discuss gun safety and mental health in schools.